Hello everyone, it's Serpent, and welcome back to another episode in Serpent Land. You might notice the tunnel that we're in. In fact, you might recognize it from the last time we were on this world, and that would be because this is the fateful tunnel in which I have been spending my life for the past many years. The point is, this is a very long tunnel, and I died at the end of it, and I don't have any spare elytra, at least not any with durability. I've got about 7 elytra, none of which have enchantments except the one I wear all the time, and none of which have any durability except the one I wear all the time. Okay, but we have to be really careful around here, and that's because there's a horde of Vindicators, a literal horde, just waiting to eat my brains out. So yeah, I thought I might as well record this this moment, which will eventually determine whether or not I get my items back. I'm hoping the answer is yes, I will get my items back. Okay. Okay. Those guys aren't the problem. These guys are the problem. Okay. So now we're faced with the issue of we definitely don't want to damage any of these specimens. These very fine specimens of Vindicator gloriousness. I think that'll keep them safe. But we also don't want to get creamed. So that's an issue. And there are a few of them, so it might be slightly difficult not to get creamed. Oh, not close enough yet. Okay. This is dangerous. I know I'm going slowly and everything. But if I fail now, it means another several hours of walking. And yes, I did just punch him, but it's okay to punch them just every now and then, just so long as they don't die, because they are very valuable. I agree. Let's see. Okay. I think that's all good. Where'd this guy go? I mean, I know I blocked him in somewhere, but I want to find where that somewhere is so that I don't break into him. There we go. Okay. So he's guarding the Woodland Mansion tunnel. Fair enough. So where are my items? He's got them all! Okay. Enderman head, good. Let's see. There's more of them over there. Aha. I need to be careful here. I think these guys will kill me in one shot. Oh wait, no, I have my boots on. They'll kill me in 2 shots then. Leather boots are useful, people. Anyway, I think I've got stuff under control, so I'll cut to the good stuff. Just in case any of you randomly find yourself in this sort of situation, where your items are there and you're not, and there's an angry, vicious brute waiting to slaughter you, you can grab your items from down below like that, and they won't be able to punch you. But you'll still be able to grab your items. Just a helpful tip. Or at least I hope a helpful tip. You might need to go on both sides, by the way. Now I need to... Well, I'm not sure if I've got everything, but I've definitely got most everything. Are you still hogging stuff? Nah. He's Gucci. I don't even know what that means. I'm just quoting Etho. Anyway. Yeah, so I think I have everything. And I also think we can leave here. So yeah, I think I'll leave this place for now and head back to whence I came. Well, all is well. I have all my gear back. No harm done, except that bumps my death count up to an even less believable number than it was before. So, moving away from that grisly topic, we can move on to something a little bit more fun. I'm starting a new project. You know that the total of 6 iron ingots in this world? Actually, it might be more. The iron farm does produce ingots all the time, but not very quickly. Don't tell it I said that, though. Anyway, so, you know the total of 6 iron ingots in the world? Way to go, Elytra. Ouch. Not looking so good at the moment in that in the lag department, apparently. Anyway, here we go. Airborne at last. So, all 6 of these iron ingots need to become so worthless. Okay, well, a little bit more than 6. Need to become so worthless that I could use them to sprinkle across my lawn liberally. The point is, we need a lot more iron ingots to render this 27 into a worthless hunk of junk. And how do we do that? Well, we need to build an iron farm, and not just any iron farm, a good one. So I'm going to start a project. You can be quiet now, fish smelter. I'm starting a project. Yeah, that might be enough to smelt most of the fish. Anyway, yeah, so I'm starting a project. Project time. And, well, have any of good sentence work. Have any of you ever heard of Tango Tech? Well, a while back, he came up with a cool little scoff, a very cool and clever design for a iron farm that's even cleverer than his previous design for a cool and clever iron farm. So, I'm going to be building that, the Iron Phoenix, it's called. If you haven't already heard about it, I suggest you take a look because it's kind of cool. And it's extraordinarily clever. So, I want to build that. And first, we need to get the ingredients for it, for the recipe. Come on, we're the mob. This has knockback, good. Yeah. So, that's what this episode's going to be about, or at least some of it. Yeah. Anyway, so, yeah, that. So, we have a little bit of a problem. Probably not so big, but yeah, we need 54. Hold on. Yeah, 54 stacks of solid blocks, which I think I'll be able to muster up. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to be able to use anything pretty. I'm going to be using stone bricks, which, you know, it's not that bad, but it's not that good either. So that's a little bit annoying, but I mean, when you're building something this big, the only thing you can build it out of is iron or stone bricks, and you can only build it out of iron if you already have an iron farm like this, and we don't. So I'm going to toss my stuff into a couple of boxes, and then just start crafting up some stone bricks. Right, so took too deep a preparation breath there, and it didn't work out so well. Anyway, while the cobblestone I popped into our furnaces, is smelting up, I thought I'd mosey on over to the forest and pick up some wood for us, because we're not really too well off on wood, and we definitely need a lot of it for the, the thing, the doors. We need doors for the villages. I think it's, I don't know, over probably about 1,500 doors from what I remember, which is quite a lot of wood. I think it's 2/3 of the amount of doors that we need is the amount of wood we need. I don't know, something like that. Can't be bothered to think of it now, but I'll figure it out in a moment. Anyway, that's why I'm picking up logs. Actually, I was not very close to correct there. Well, I don't know. Off the ground. Anyway, it's not 2/3 the amount of wood as doors. It's half the amount of wood as doors. In other words, for 2 blocks of wood, you get 8 doors, or you would if it crafted evenly like that. But anyway, that's the ratio as opposed to 2/3. Well. The stone still hasn't smelted up. I, in fact, only got about that much. Probably flew too far out of range. Sigh. But we do have a lot of spruce wood. So now we can make a lot of spruce doors. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're going to have to use up almost all of it. Not quite all of it, but almost. Okay. Yeah. So it's a lot of doors. Yeah. Well, I think that's about it. I think that's all we need, and that leaves us with a solid 19 wood. So I guess I estimated that pretty well. Turned out pretty closely cut. Anyway, let's organize that, and there we go. The doors are done. So we have most of the stone-related stuff. We also need a bunch of slabs, come to think of it, and we don't have those either. Ooh, that's actually quite a lot of stuff. Nice. Only one more stack, really. Okay. So now we need let's see, 893 glass, which is 893. Let's see, 893 divided by about 64. That's about 13.9. 14. Yeah, 14 stacks of glass. That's a lot of glass. Luckily, I think we have a desert. We might have a desert. Also, we might already have some glass. But yeah, we need to go fetch a desert, or stuff from a desert rather. Might be a little bit hard to bring the whole desert over here. But anyway, that's what we need to do. We need to grab a bunch of sand and then yeah, cook it up. That sounded really weird for some reason. Cook it up into glass. The next thing we need is a whole bunch of redstone. We need 559 redstone dust, which is not that. Okay, 559 divided by 64. Okay, we need 9 stacks of redstone dust. I guess that's not that much, especially with a fortune pick. Okay, so I'm going to spam this a little. Disappointingly enough, I only have 6.5 stacks of redstone, so not that. I mustn't take the ores from the decorations. Yeah, so I'm going to go and I'm going to go take another visit to the tunnel bore and see if I've left any there. Most definitely I have. I shall take take this and harvest it, and then I'll see if I still need more. Well, so we have a quite a large portion of the required resources, not all of them, but a good portion of the resources. So, that's not going to make it. I'm going to have to turn on the lag and noise machine pretty soon. Anyway, yeah, so we do have a large portion of the required resources, and I think I want to fix up the mob farm instead of using the whole episode for the resource gathering, because I think it might get a little bit old if I resort a whole episode to gathering a bunch of resources. So I think I'm going to go and I'm talking very jerkily. I think I'm going to words, they're difficult. Yeah, I'm going to use the rest of this episode for fixing up that mob farm that we made so that it actually works. It doesn't have to be pretty, but I want it to work. And then we can then in the next episode we can finish off the resource gathering, and then after that we're going to have a really fun episode where I build the whole thing, unless things go wrong, which is quite possible. Plausible, even. I mean, yeah. Plausible. Anyway, so I'm going to try and fix up the mob farm then. Well, I guess finish it would be a more appropriate term, since it's not really broken, but whatever. Alright then, the first thing that we need to do... Oh. I don't have enough magma blocks. Sniff. Sniff. Okay, well, I'll just have to put up some extra water streams. No big deal. Anyway, the first thing we need to do is set up the killing system, the magma block killing system. So, what Y level are we at? Oh, good, plenty of room. Yeah. So I guess since apparently we oh, right, but I can't drop them down because the there's a slime. This is a slime chunk. Yeah, this is a slime chunk, so that won't work. Okay, well, I guess I'll just have to go into the nether and grab more magma blocks. Anyway, I do have 2 more over here. No, there's no chance. Okay, okay, so yeah, I'll just have to go into the nether and grab some more and use that. Anyway, the point is, what we need to do is we need to set up the magma blocks. And yes, I do know that minecart is stopped. Yeah, and then something like that all along. And then let's see, what do we do after that? We need to rig up the water so that it flows down every now and then instead of all the time, or all the not time. And then we need to hook up a collection system, and we're all good. At this point, I'm just in the process of moving the torches down so that I can put the magma blocks in unobstructed, because the torches are currently in the way. Also, I haven't done that slot yet because of the fact that the carts are staying there for the moment. Oh, already done. Okay. So yeah, I'm just plopping the torches down like that instead of how they used to be, which was up here. And this'll just leave some space for the magma blocks. I have returned victorious from my nether excursion, which I didn't show on camera, and I now have a whole bunch of this rock stuff. This stuff that is when you step on it. So once we put this in, we're pretty much all set. Actually, I need that. I need to be able to get out, so I'll leave that hole there for the moment. Okay, so once we do this, then let's see, how far? Okay. Once we finish this off, then we'll want to set up a clock, and for that I want to go to the middle and a bit above of this farm, and I want to build a little room so that I can have a control center for this. And I was thinking, this is a laggy thing, and I'm probably going to want to build a couple other laggy things too. That was very well placed. Well, at some point I'm definitely going to be wanting to build some more types of laggy stuff, and for that I was that looks kind of cool. And for that I was thinking we could build a base area in the middle of an ocean, where for really laggy stuff, except that we wouldn't have to endure all the laggy things at once. We'd have them all far enough apart with quick walkways, probably ice boat walkways, between them, so that only one of them would be loaded at a time. At least that's the idea. There's that sing again. Anyway, so I suppose we should go to the center, which is pretty much here. I don't think this is the exact center, but it's pretty close, since I mined out from here until I couldn't, until the haste 2 wore off, so it's pretty close to here, but not exactly. Anyway, and then obviously this is the center, so essentially somewhere up around here will be the room, and I'll find that a little bit more scientifically in just a moment. And then we can build a little center there. I don't know if it'll be looking good or if it'll look ugly just yet. Obviously everything is supposed to look good eventually. Not sure how that's been working out so far, but eventually stuff will sorry, I don't know, I think my tongue caught in my throat. Anyway, eventually we'll make stuff look good, but the point is we're at least building the center for operations, mob farm operations here today. Okay. After long, arduous screenshot measurements, I've figured out that this is the exact center right here. Well, I mean, I guess this is the exact center right here. So let's just dig up a little. Pop, 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 pop. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to, I guess I'll dig up a little bit, and then build the room up there somewhere. Wait a moment. Having done that, having figured all of that out, it seems like a good idea, and there it goes. Seems like a good idea to make the room over on one of the sides, so that I can actually see into the farm while in there. I think that seems like a good idea. Of course, now I can't see the hole to fill it back in. I think I did that. Yeah, looks like I did that right. Surprisingly enough. So I think I'll do that, despite my all the work that I just did to figure out the center. I think I'll just build it over there. Well, I've come up with a fairly nice little starter area. I mean, it's nothing fancy at all, but I expect there will be plenty of mobs in it since I left without torches. Oh wow, very nice there. Okay, so now I think it's time to hook up this clock that I almost made. Well, I guess the clock is made, but it's not hooked up, and I think that's what we need to do now. So somewhere back here, I believe there is a redstone line. I think so, anyway. Right? I mean, where'd it go? Okay. looks like I'm going to have to find it a little bit differently. I'll fix that hole in a moment, by the way. Yeah, I mean, the redstone line goes back here and then around, so must be. Guess I just missed it somehow. But anyway, I need to... okay. Aha. Oh, it's pretty much directly above the room. Nice. Yeah, so... what with this thing connected, when I do manage to do that... Ooh, iron. I'll need to swap the repeater directions around. So instead of this, since get out of here, inventory fillers. Yeah, so I need to swap the directions around here, including this stuff, I guess. Luckily, though, I don't think I'll be running out. I don't think I'll be running out of redstone. Huh? What am I doing here? Wasn't. Oh. Hold on. What? Why can't I just do this? Oh, right. Okay. I remember. That's what I need to do. Yeah, so I need to swap all of these repeaters around. Or at least, all the ones until over there. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so actually, when I start this thing, after I clear away my little runway, I suppose, but when I start this thing, it will actually work now, which is kind of exciting. Except I don't have a I don't have any way of I don't have item collection yet, of course. I need to do that. That's probably something I should think about before I unleash a horde of mobs into here. And that side's not even closed off, so I need to I was about to fire it up, but obviously I need to do some stuff first. Also, I don't have haste 2 anymore because one of the repeaters I needed to place on the beacon, since that's where the lever was originally, and I needed a repeater there because the length was too long at this point when I changed it. Anyway, so I don't have haste 2. But what was I doing? Oh yeah, fetching this stuff. Yeah, full of everything. Always am. And I keep picking up more. Yeah. So, let's grab that. And then we also want to hook this up. Or this lever here. Let's see. Do I want... yeah, I think I want this lever to... I'm not sure where I want the lever to be. I'll have to figure that out. But at the moment, I think I'll probably just stick the lever there. And instead, well, yeah. And then I'll just have a little redstone line over to the rails here, so that they're powered when the lever is flicked. Okay, time to to figure out whether or not these mine carts work, because I want to make sure that the whole farm is is loaded. So, if we I tentatively do this, but if we... That didn't work. I broke the wrong button, the wrong piece of block. Anyway, if we put this here, the minecarts will set off, and ideally they will soon return. That's right. And when they do, they shall stop, assuming everything's loaded. So, now, oh yeah, I have the subtitles on because I wanted to see if they were... I was walking along the top because I couldn't find them, and I was trying to listen for the minecart rolling sound. But anyway, might as well turn that back on so that we can tell. So, no sign of them yet. Oops. We may need to turn our render distance up while we're here. That's perfectly possible. And actually, we probably should anyway, because that way the mob cap will go up, and that'll mean that more mobs will spawn at a time. So that will increase the efficiency. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like the minecarts are coming back, so I think we might as well turn that up. Not that high though, maybe 16. I didn't realize it went higher than 32. It doesn't go higher than 32. That must be from a mod. Yeah. Okay, so hopefully they'll come back now. Otherwise, they've stopped halfway along, and I'll have to find them, which will take a minute. Not that long, but a minute. They don't. It's not looking so good. Oh, they're coming. Right? Yeah, they're coming. I knew they would. Okay. So then, do they stop right, or do they stop halfway along those things? No, they're good. Okay. So I think everything's all good now, and what we need to do is turn it on. Okay, so of course that went farther through the water than I was expecting. So what we need to do now is just get rid of these and this, I think, if I remember correctly, and then these, and then we'll also want to block off this, but also leave a marker for where it is, because otherwise that's not going to end well. Most specifically with my demise, or at least not being able to find that. Anyway, so then, right, just break this, and then break this, and and I might need to, good, all the water's out. I might need to figure out a, what am I trying to say? I don't know. Apparently it wasn't important, though. Okay, time to turn it on. This is the washing cycle. Next, it's the drying cycle. And then the spawning cycle. Okay. Ooh. That didn't do anything, did it? What do I have? What do I have? What do I have this attached? Ah, of course. I've got it attached to this. I mean, that's totally pointless. Hold on, let me fix this. All right, I think when I break this torch, stuff will lag a lot as the water disappears. You know. Okay, so then we want that, and then maybe this. What? This. I guess that's the lag speaking. And then let's see. Oh. Peak. Don't really see too many mobs. Huh. Interesting. I guess I am blocking spawns by standing here. Huh. But I'll deal with that eventually, probably by moving this. Okay, there we go. That's connected now. And if I can escape, we can flick this lever back. Okay. So ideally stuff will happen now. Right? Right? Stuff? Hello, stuff? Oh, right. Well, another 30 blocks. Okay, hold on. Take that. I'll take this and pop that in there. Okay, water comes out now. Right? Right? Yeah, it comes out now. And stuff is being washed to the center. That's good. Again, this is all off in the distance because I built this room a little too close, of course. So I'll push that back at some point. But yeah. Once they all become deceased, and the minecarts return with their goodies. Except I do need to make an offloading station. I think I used up way too much video time doing not a lot, and there's still stuff to be done. Anyway, I think that's all I have time for today, though. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and while the lag renders us immobile, what's my outro? Toodles. See you laters. Goodbye.